morning, everyone. Slight error on my part there, but we will sort that out. Thought it was going to, hopefully. Here we go. Going in. Yes. We are in. Well, a little bit of a surprise today when I got back. TGSVR is still around for me, so I don't know whether this is because I've got it installed on the headset. No, but I've not met anybody else in here. I had a quick wander around because I thought it was shutting down yesterday, so I might have got the days wrong, but I'm sure it was supposed to shut down on the 1st. But this is a Brucey bonus, so I thought what I could do is see if we could manage to take a look round the show before it goes. I've really enjoyed, again, the...
Welcome to
Wait!
Game Island!
Game Island! I've really enjoyed the experience again this year. I'm not sure there's as many stands as there was last year, but the people that have shown have put a bit of effort in. So people like Sega, the developers of Dragon's Dogma, I'm sorry I don't know who you are, but obviously a lot of the Japanese anime styled RPGs have put quite a bit of effort in. The environment I've really liked.
Yes.
The fact that there's a little mini game to go round and collect, you know, different costumes again, t-shirts and different outfits, so you can, you know, I think I'm currently Sonic, running around as Sonic, and each of them have got their own little, like, special salute, shall we say, that they've had. I did manage to catch one show, which the best thing on it was there was like a Final Fantasy rhythm game, and all the characters appeared around you, which was quite cool, and the rest, I think, was just videos that you can find scattered around the show floor. So I'm hoping this is a bigger success than it was in the previous 2 years. Certainly up until, well, even I've been sort of popping in each day just because I want to, you know, help the figures be positive, really, because I want this to come back. Scottish, hello, mate. Oh, brilliant! That's fantastic. Yeah, so I'm absolutely loving it. This is the first time I've come in and there's been nobody in here, to be honest. I think, what was it, the day after TGS closed, I think everybody thought that maybe TGS VR had shut down, because I came in and there was nobody, and then I thought that can't be right. And then a few hours later I came back in, and with the time difference, I'm guessing, like the Japanese were in here. There was a lot of Japanese people wandering around, but even yesterday there was loads of people running around in it, so I was really quite surprised, but really happy about it, because you know, again, I think these did a fantastic stand last year as well. Did a sort of house scene, so they've gone a bit further with a little town scene, and having their little characters with their animations. It's really cool seeing anime in VR. I would love to see a movie in VR of like an anime. I think that would be very cool. So the characters are here. It's this one of the secrets you had to do to take photographs. Well, if it's still going to the 8th, I'd recommend coming in, because all the videos seem to be up and running for it. The environments are here, and some of them are really detailed like this. To put this much effort in, I know it's probably lifted from their game, and I don't know how easy it is from a flat screen game to bring it over to VR. I'm not 100% sure, but not being a developer myself, never having those skills, but it's still impressive that they've managed to put this much effort in, even Square Enix. And doing their Final Fantasy again this year. I mean, a little bar and all the characters, which are really well detailed. This just makes me sad that we haven't got a VR Final Fantasy, because I think looking at these characters, this would work really well. Imagine playing the part of one and playing alongside Ariel or Cloud. But it's cool that little interactions like clicking and changing the music. Shame you can't play the pinball machine, but you can't have everything. It must have been a big success then for them to extend, to the 8th, because they must have realised that people are still visiting, and I hope they're really publicising that, because it needs the more people that visit, the more likely we are to get a bigger and even better one next year. So you got is that no? That's not the rhythm game. Is that the rhythm? Is that the? We'll have to stand back. Infinite Fresh. No. So I was looking for the old Power Wash. Everybody waiting for that. Can't believe it. You're sitting at home. I just realised that this, because he says it's a statue, but when you stand there and watch it, it's actually moving. So he says, I heard that this is a statue of our ancestor who made the legendary holy sword. When you stand there and look at him, he's moving. So he's not a statue at all. He's real. I sort of half expect each time I go there for him to do something, but he never does. So it's really cool. Each year they always base it around 3 different areas. So you always, a bit like in a Mario game adventure, you got the fire, water, desert. And this one we've got we've got the forest, desert, and Flint. So I'm guessing the mountains this would be. But also you've got all these little characters with their little saying. The other day I was asked to make a one-handed sword, but I made a big sword by mistake. I wish I could read Japanese, but it's obviously telling the story of the evolution of consoles and handhelds, with the dates that they were released, and probably a little bit about them there. You can, some of the places, you can sort of roam around as well, a little bit, not venture too far. Stops you going some places. It's still quite cool. They allow you to do that. That goes from red to blue as well. It's all nice little touches. And again, this Yeti Rush, nice little stand, a little animation going on, as well as the 2 screens. You've got one there and one there. Scrolling, snowboarding, character bank as well, doing that bit with Ruins Magus. Never know how to pronounce it. But this is a lot of detail again. Obviously this is from a VR game, which I fully recommend playing. Nice RPG, nice characters. storyline. If you like your Japanese RPG, it's one of the few that we've got in VR, certainly on the Quest and PSVR 2. Legendary Game Studios. What's there? Trying to remember what it was. I think that's about health and fitness, that one. There's Servius and their Creed Rise to Glory, they were last year. Welcome to the Gamer.
Hi everyone, Stacey Henley here, editor-in-chief of The Gamer.
Hi, I'm Meg Bleacher and I'm here with The Gamer.
Hey everyone, George Foster, lead news editor at The Gamer here.
Eric Switzer here from The Gamer.
Eric also got to drive a giant freaking mech in real life. Let me start at the beginning.
Hello, Eric. Yeah, I didn't know that until Scottish told me, because I was quite surprised to come back in here today and find that it's still up and running, and then Scottish said that it's been extended to the 8th. That can only mean that it's been really popular. I have to say, this is what I've probably only been in once of a time where it's been this quiet and nobody's come in, and I don't know if somebody can have a look on my Twitter link and maybe put that it's still up till the 8th so that people know as well. Yes, me too. I went in yesterday and there was still a few people around yesterday running around and exploring and trying to finish the quest. I think it's fantastic. I mean, it's a shame they just don't leave it up, but I don't know, how expensive it is to keep a server going and keep having somebody keep checking on it. I'm guessing if it's run smoothly, because they've done a couple of little updates. Like yesterday, there was a little update, and I noticed there's where the party boat is, the large ship, is the after party. I've noticed that they've taken the sign down for buying the tickets, so I noticed they changed that. I haven't noticed anything else be changed. But even like these little sort of TV programs, or I don't know whether they're online, with little mini games. No idea, I'm sorry. But they show little mini games, funny little animations and cartoons of animals.
猫リモート会議。ちょい待ち。猫リモート会議に犬がおるやんけ。
チース、お邪魔してます。
じゃあもう一回オープニングやっとく？
TikTok is full of people talking to their animals and getting them to answer back. But it's brilliant that they've taken the effort to do something like this. I'm just glad it has obviously been a success, because that means that we will get TGSVR 2024, and that'll be the 4th year, and each year it's, in my honest opinion, the environments are getting better. Not sure if we got as many stands, but the stands that we have got have been quite impressive, like Square Enix one. The Kaito, I think that's Kaito, I think that's the way you say it. Their stand's pretty cool. The Yeti one's pretty cool. Ruins Magus is very good. If you want to take the time to go around and look at all of the different characters that they've put in with the different meanings, different conversations that they have. Some will give you little quests to go in. I'm so moved that the game series that existed in still producing sequels today. There's a few that are still going since I was first started. Yeah, and it's, yeah, I sort of wish they had a way to translate these, so I could get the best out of them, because you know, I can try and make out what types of games. That looks like a Zelda, but I'm not 100% sure if it is.
Welcome.
But yeah, it's fantastic. Yeah, me too. I wish I could, you know, read it and understand it. They did the same last year. They had, if you went right down in the bottom of the I'm not sure, but it was just it was another island, I think, last year, and right at the bottom, if you went down, they had like the history of Famitsu, I think, and all the magazines and the releases of games and consoles that came out. I mean, that's impressive for a game that's not even available in VR. But maybe one day, you know, Dragon's Dogma 3 would be cool.
Welcome.
Street Fighter was here last year, so it's quite cool. You can change your character. Let's see if I can find the right one. Chun-Li. So I'm now Chun-Li. As you can see, my bracelets have changed, and now I can. Oi! Oi! You can only get so close. Oi! Oh, that'll change it back. So always people think. So there you can see that's Sonic. That's my special move. Bomberman 2 or Round 2, Bomberman World Round 2. I'm not 100% sure, but I love Bomberman. So I don't really play flat screen games anymore. But if you know, I could be tempted by something like that. Sim, sort of. This seems to be about planes and trains and getting them to land. Good old Metal Gear Solid. Oh, it gives me tingly feelings every time I hear that music. The old collection, how many times? But there must be generations that have never played any of the early Metal Gear Solid games, or any of the Metal Gear Solid games. Really introduced stealth first time. Those great characters. Ava, Leon. Don't know why I said that in a French. Hello. What's this? It's still available this year, my friend. If you look, I'm not sure if I've done a previous video. I didn't put the link because I thought this was coming down, so I didn't put a link in my description this time. But if you scroll back through my videos, a few live streams back, I did, like, on the first or second day of TGS VR. And there's a link on there you can download. It's absolutely free. You can come in, and I found out this evening that it's around till the 8th now, so there's still time to explore, and the more people that know about it, the more will come in. This is, you know, I think because everybody thought it had been taken down yesterday, so they've probably taken it off of their headsets and not bothered to come in, because last night there was quite a few people running around trying to finish doing the you know, do all the little quests that you can do. This is by the people that did Journey. It's got the same sort of visuals. It's available only on PC, but Journey was one of those sort of groundbreaking games that nobody could understand why it was such a groundbreaking game, but it just grabbed people. A little bit like Farwell, was it? Was another one as well. There's nothing really special about it, but it just grabbed everybody's attention. This is a VR game that's coming, Quantonoid. It looks like it's an on-rail shooter. That's what it looked like to me, but I can't get hold of the developers to see for sure. So you've got all these videos around from the game companies showing what the difference. So the water in this lake is very tasty. I believe you. I'm not drinking it. I'm not falling for that one. Sometimes the water looks different when the seasons change. An old lady told me that they are trying all sorts of shaders. Very good. So, very cool. You can explore a little bit. Don't get any Brucey bonuses for doing it. You can sort of follow the... Oh, look at that. That's a bit like when I play around in Rec Room. I get those little glitchy bits there. All those big stars out there. Again, it won't let you venture too far. Don't think I can get out here. No. So I have to go all the way back. It's really pretty. Sky. Monster Cat has been a fantastic stand as well. Every night that I've come in, there's been something different playing. So let's see what they're doing tonight. So things like this will draw you back in all the time, because each time you come here, so you got a little bit of a dance rave going on. Another home. So I don't know whether that's live. I don't think so. I think this is all recorded. It's cool, all this going. So the other night I came in and they were mixing, so they had a soundtrack going, and it was all about sort of extreme sports. So you had people that were surfing, you had you know, people that sort of, not tightrope, but the straps, and they walked unaided across ravines and things like that, and downhill mountain biking, nutcases, motocross bikes. It was all going on. So I'm not sure what this one's about, because they don't actually tell you. So I don't know whether I don't think it's part of that TV sign. And there's nothing in here. I keep expecting something to happen when I turn here. So I'm not quite sure. It's like it's been raided by the IRS. They're taking all the documents. So I don't know what that's about, but yeah. So yeah, you could see there was something different being put on each day. So well done, Monster Cat. I hope you know they're back next year. So you could come and see what was going on. So I wonder if they're now cycling back through them. This is a game that's got a demo coming out as well, and a new very little about it up until I saw this trailer. This, I mean, it looks very cool. A little bit of a cross between Stride and like a Borderlands. Borderlands for the art style, and Stride for the movie, which is sort of grappling. But also, what was it? Was it Rage? Was the cell shaded type, like open world shooter? The visuals remind me a little bit about like that. Sort of gritty desert-based shooter. Everything's brown. I think this is really cool. You know, if it plays like that, but if you look it up online, it's coming to Steam Fest. I think there's a demo, so you'll be able to download that and play that in the artist capabilities. So that's very cool. TGSVR. We don't have anything like this.
一緒にエスケープメタバースアイドルメタシップです皆さんはじめましてテレ朝公式メタバースアイドルメタシップのさくらかずです私たちのデビュー曲メタメタオーライと究極脱力ポジティブソング後でやるとは言っていない2曲続けて聴いてくださいどうぞ遊び尽くそう全人未到の城に出会おう
Hello, Wonderrock. How are you? How are you doing? So this one hasn't got anything. You have to open the web on that one, which I'm not going to do. Xbox, the hard drive for the PlayStation. It was that Dead or Alive. I can't remember. The GameCube and the Game Boy Advanced player. I thought it was the modem at first, but I think that's not right. PSX. Is that the sort of thing that never really happened? The Game Boy Advance, I have one of those still. Yeah, I'm very well, thank you. The magic you can use is a sample of the magical effects we created, so don't worry about causing damage, but don't bother other people by recklessly having magic at them. Never do. I'm careful while I wave my wands. Have you been in yet, Wonderrock? Have you been into the do that? Feel the power. Oh, I feel so refreshed and full of energy. You're supposed to drink a certain can, and it's one of the tasks that you have to do on PSP and the DS, on PlayStation. That must be the PlayStation Mini, and wasn't that the anniversary Mario, I think.
Welcome.
Yeah. I never played PC. What? It's still around, as you can see. It's still going, and Scottish told me today that they've decided to keep it going till the 8th, which is brilliant news. I fully recommend coming in and exploring. There's a fair few videos to have a look at. If you can read Japanese, there's a lot of information to be gained from these boards. You can get a rough idea of what it's about just by looking at the pictures. It's much like my youth. I spent all the time looking at the pictures and not reading the text. Oh, have you?
Wow.
Oh, wow. Big star, man. Ridge Racer. Why can't we have a Ridge Racer and the PlayStation 5, please? I love Ridge Racer. And the Wii's with the Mii's. They were cool. I remember waking up and putting my Wii on and finding a Michael Jackson walking down my little high street. Monster Hunter. I actually have a limited edition Monster Hunter PSP from Japan. Oh wow. Hidden it crowd. Nice. It's amazing. Yes, that's the only. Yeah, that's it. That's the only downside of it, is all of the text is Japanese. But yeah, it's amazing that companies like Capcom have taken the effort. Yes, sorry, Dragon's Dogma, it's Capcom that it's from. You know, Konami. They're really making an effort, and last year it was pretty cool. You had Hideo Kojima had a little stand
This is
as
our
well.
country, Mystic Forest.
Exoprimal.
Here is where we grow the animals and vegetables that we love, as well as make magical effects
Okay.
too.
So you've got the 3 areas, which is very cool. This one felt the most sparse to me.
This is our
It's
country,
very cool.
Desert
And,
Garden.
I sort of go through I've never really
Decorations in the
get
stand.
get bored of VR, but I go through moments where it's like I need a little break from it, because I probably oversaturate myself in it. It's Sonic. I love one. Yeah, man. So this is very new Sonic. Visuals and that, it's just, I'm not sure if they've 100% just reskinned it or changed the levels. It's very cool. Probably up to date with the new consoles. Nice little effort with the characters there. All the Sonic characters. Amy. Tails. Don't know what this cat's called, but it's like a detective.
マジでテレビ行かれたんじゃね
Oh, it's Persona, isn't it? It's Persona. Which one is it?
ここはどこなんだ。まるでパレスみたい。
何がどうなってんだ
Brilliant.
奴ら一体何者だ。
わからんが、襲ってくる以上やるしかねえ。おい、あそこ。
Yep.
助けてくれるってのか。君たちは。
Yes, I definitely have. I nearly cancelled it, and then I saw what everybody was saying, because I was in the Connect, the Meta Connect. Nearly said Oculus then. I've been Oculus for a couple of years now. Yeah, I was in the Meta Connect, and because they did the Quest 3, just got it out of the way because everybody knew it was coming, and they just briefly touched on games for it. And I was like, and then they started talking about mixed reality AI. It should be, mate. I reckon it'll be really popular though, because it's got such a lot of hype now. I pre-ordered mine and then I nearly cancelled it after being sort of watching the Kinect. I mean, it's brilliant watching Kinect in VR. It's fantastic to have your friends around you as well. You know, and they make a real effort with the environment that you go into, and they do the little quests that you had to do while you were waiting for the show to start, so you could do with your friends. All of that is brilliant. But then when it went in, it was like, I'm really just games. I don't understand. I don't fully understand how a headset works. You know, I'm not that bothered about what it does. I've never been. Yeah, I've never been like. Oh, here we go. What's this? Whoa! No, back! That's cool. So now airing. So this is a. I thought it was a game, but it's actually an anime. So Shangri-La Frontier, and they've got a nice little animation, so you can see sort of the process there, and they animated them. That's quite cool to see. How to Yeah, but you know, because they'd split it into 2 days as well. So I thought they're going to do things for the developers. That's what I thought. Day 2, the Connect day 1, and the main speech was going to be about the Quest 3 and some games. I was hoping we were going to see a few more games, and it was going to get me excited for the Quest 3, but they went on about mixed reality, which at the moment I'm not going to slag it off, because some people really like that they can play games in their own living room. To me, I put the headset on to lose myself in environments like this, and I don't want to see my home. I go into VR to forget about life for a bit. I'm not sad, and like depressed or anything like that. Nothing, like that. It's just great to lose yourself. I've always wanted, all the time that I've been playing games, it's that do something, completely lose yourself, switch yourself off from the outside world, and for 2 hours play a game, and you're in that game. So I'm in this environment at the moment, but I feel disconnected from the experience. If I can see like my environment, my home around me, it disconnects me from from playing the game, because you can see things going on around you. So for me, mixed reality at the moment hasn't hit home. I'm waiting for something to happen in mixed reality other than zombies walking round your house. I guess what I'd really love is an adventure that takes place in your house, and you can wander around your house, pick up items that are part of the story. Yeah, that's what I want. I want to lose myself in it, and if they could, do a way to bring my house into an adventure, then that might be the way to do it. Yeah, especially when we were locked down for two years pretty much, and couldn't really live our lives as we expected. This again is something that's been around for a while now. It's like 2020. I think I saw, and I did. I'm sure and it's about the same sort of time that I tried the demo and did a little video on it that had like 3 or 4 rhythm games, like a Wii game. Makes me think of a Wii game. But this is available on, well, there you go, on Steam, Pico and MetaQuest. So look that up if you're into your fitness games and rhythm games. Could be a little bit of fun. I'm sure I saw it was either $10.99 or $14.99. But again, they did a little restaurant theme last year that had all the sort of characters full size, and they had these domes that you could put your head in. Yeah, so I'm not going to knock it, and people, I hope, will support it. At the moment it's not for me, but I know if people support it and invest time in it, then it's going to get better, and there will be a time where I'll go, wow. Yeah. Yeah. Yes, exactly. That is what I'm all about, is trying to get people into VR. And if, you know, if the mixed reality is a thing that draws you in, that you feel, you know, happy with that, then that is brilliant. And it's another way to get people to play it. For me, I'm still waiting for that one to grab me and drag me in.
Welcome.
Oh, thank you, sir. It's a pleasure to know you. Obviously, I expect you to die free, which is another game I haven't got very far on. I need to dive in. So, another brilliant game. What's on this board, Miss Ford? So, Index Sega, PS Vita, TV. That was a bit of a flop. Then Xbox One, obviously PS4. This must be the PS4, yeah. So I was trying to work out, was that the sort of branch off of the Yakuza game that went to the sort of early Dynasty? I think, and VR, that's where it all started for me. The PSVR. Xbox One, never had it. After 360, I've never had an Xbox. I never was drawn to it. I think because, you know, the PS4, well, really from the PS3 and the Xbox 360, they started to cross over. Did you? Nice. Brilliant. Doesn't that make you feel how you felt when the Wii came out, though? To me, the Quest is the equivalent of the Wii in VR, because it opened the door to so many people into gaming that would have never ventured into gaming before. Yeah, that was a shame on Connect, because they oversold it. I always felt that you know, I had the Xbox and the PlayStation 2 and a Dreamcast and a GameCube, and it was so expensive, but you could only get certain things. Like on the Dreamcast, you could only get like Ferrari 355 Challenge, you know, Crazy Taxi, things like that. And then they started, when obviously Sega were beginning to, you know, the Dreamcast only lasted for a couple of years really, which was absolutely gutting, because it's probably my most favourite. Hello, Mr. Scared Ghost. Was probably one of my favourite consoles of all time, I think, and I was absolutely gutted when it went, because it had so much potential. It just worked out the box. The little, you know, the little VMU with the little, like, they had little dancing characters on it, like for Choo Choo Rocket and things, or little mini games that some of the games had on the Switch. I had a Nintendo Switch and I didn't keep it for long.
Welcome.
I did. And Was it on the Wii? No More Heroes with the chop chop chop. You know, what was his name? The guy, the main character. He used to sit on the loo, reading anime. Can't remember his name. It's like Idol Master. That's really popular. All these sort of Idol Masters, and they're just mad on sort of little pop groups.
You know what? This is our country. Desert.
Yeah, no, it was the guy that the lead character. I can't remember his name. Yeah, that's the dev's name. It was
Yes.
oh god, what's his name? It's not something Vince, not Vince, was it? So these are the people that are the ambassadors this year. No, Nafi. Nafi was the ambassador last year. The Amiga sisters, actually, I don't think they're anything to do with VR. When you watch their videos, it's just about general life items. So they might go to the restaurant and eat something, or they might go shopping. So I thought that was a little strange, but maybe they're expanding and not just using people from the VR community and opening it up to others in hope that people watching them, because they've got hundreds of thousands of people
Welcome.
following them. Yeah. Yeah, that was such a good console, really, because it in some ways it's like the first step to getting away from normal controls on the on a game console. They've really brought the barriers down, and bit more physical, like VR is. It's a lot more physical to play a VR game. Oh, did he? And there was Mad World as well. Do you remember that? Which was like the very strange black and white. Oh, here we go. It's going to kick off. The black and white sort of. It was like a arena fight. Here we go.
ゲームアイランドに作られたここバーチャル競輪ベロドロームではトップレベルのバーチャルレーサーたちによる競輪が行われます。コーナー部分は30度近くの傾斜があるバックと呼ばれる競技場で、
One of the
9
things
人
you
の
have
選
to
手は
do
それぞれ連
is
携
take
して
a
ライ
photograph
ンと
of
呼
the
ばれる
winner as
集
they
団を
cross
作
the
り
line
協力してレー
to
スを
get
進めた上で
a character.
最後は勝利を目指して全力で戦う個人戦へと変貌する熱い戦い。果たしてどんな結末が待っているのでしょうか。9人の選手がスタートしました。
So many cool
競輪は
things.
個人の力を最大限に発揮するために選手同士が連携して戦い、これをラインと呼んでいます。
Tried it again with
一
the
番前に1人
small
選手がいるのが
portable
このレー
screen
ス
on
の
the
ペース
Wii
メー
U,
カー、
which
先頭誘
obviously
導選手と呼ばれる
has
選
now
手です。
progressed on
この
to
先頭誘導選手を残り2周までの間に追い抜いてしまうと失格にな
the
ってし
Wii
まい
U
ますので
got
注意が必
absolutely
要です。
slated, I think.
まず前に出ているのは赤の
quite
3番、青の
understand
4番、緑の6番の3人
You
から
know
なる
what
レ
it
ー
was
シングロ
trying
ゴライ
to
ン。
do, but it
競
was the
輪は早め
evolution
に
of
前に
what
出る
the
と
Switch
戦
has
略の
become.
幅が広がりますが、バ
Because
ー
it
チャル
took
レー
the
ス用に改造
technology
され
they'd
た
learned
アンドロイド
from
の
the
彼らな
Wii,
ら
the
的
Wii
確な
U,
判断力で
put
最
it all
適の戦
together
略を
and
導き出
the
すはずです。
Switch. So they carried on, they didn't
そして
listen to
集
what
団の
people
位置
were
には
saying.
紫9番、
You know,
白1番、黄
just
色5番の
drop that
9番ライン
idea,
がつけました。
don't bother.
競輪が大好きな9番
They
たち。こ
decided,
ことい
no,
う
we're
とこ
going
ろ
to
で
carry
は
on
全
with
力
this
の
part
走り
of
で
this
観客を熱
technology
狂させるに違い
becomes
ありません。
available.
そして後方にいるのは黒2番、オレンジ7番、ピンク8番の3人、
needs to
イ
happen,
ースト
and
ライン
that's
です。
what's
その
happening with
高い
VR
身体
now.
能力
It's
で
like
レ
the
ースを支配する
headsets
か、本能の赴くままに
the
力強い
standalone
走
ones
り
are
を見せてくれる
becoming
でしょう。
the quest
9
free.
人の選手が縦1列になり
If
ま
the
した 。
visuals
このまま
are
残り
true,
2周になるまでは
those
それぞれの
games
選
that
手が
I've seen
力を温
videos
存して勝負どころを伺ってい
it's
きます。
you know, it's going to
競
be
輪は
like
スローペースでも
when we
40キロ
went from
最速では70
PlayStation
キロ近いスピードが出ますので、
PlayStation
そこで
3
起
to
こる
me.
風圧が最大の敵。
That was
レー
quite
スが
a
動き出す
step
までは
up
できるだけ前の選手の後ろに入ってその風を避けなが
visuals
ら脚
and
力
the
を温
size
存
of
していきます。
games.
そして勝負どころでは30度以上の角度がついた急な傾斜を使って一気
This
にスピ
is
ードを上げてい
this
き
is
ます。
really a step up.
ま
I
ず
don't
は
think
ビースト
3
ライン
to
が
4
前に上がっていきます。
quite so big
ビース
because
トな
by
ら
the
ではの
time
脚力で
they'd
先頭に一気
finished
を狙っていくのか。
the
しか
evolution
し
of
それを阻んで
PlayStation
9番ライン
3.
が自転車を外に出しビーストラインを牽制しています。前の
Alright,
レー
is
ス
he-
のラインはその動
is he
きを
giving
感
it
じながら
some, is
作
he?
戦を組み立てているでしょうか。結局
I'll
ビ
turn
ースト
him
ライン
down.
はまた後方に下がってしまった。そして今度は9番ラインが先
Is
頭を
he
狙っていきます。
a rude man talking over me? How's that? Hopefully that's taking it down a bit. Here they go. Whoop, whoop. Hopefully you can hear me a bit better now. I've turned him down. Stuck him at half volume. Hey, here they go. The final lap. No worries. I tend to forget because I have it set on the same thing, and I think people like to hear, you know, the story. Here they come. It's going to cross the line. Someone in pink. Oh, it's close. Well done. Yeah, I tend to forget. He's excitable. Ooh. I haven't played any flat screen games at all. It's going to shows like this that make me sort of want to play flat screen again, because I don't really have time to read up on the press on them, and therefore don't do any research on flat screen games. And I know, you know, there's games like Starfield out there, and the one before that was obviously Cyberpunk. So this area is like not a secret area, but you have to complete a certain amount of quests to come up here, and it's just all the concept art for the characters, which again is nice to see. And I absolutely love the art up here. That one over there. This is fantastic. So I love these little characters. But I love it when you know, VR chat has like little shows and things. I go in. Oh, okay. You felt the need to diversify. No. So this piece of art, I would love on my wall. Look at that. Maybe not that size, because to be quite honest, my walls are nowhere near that high. But that is incredible. If they could shrink it down to something about that size, send it to me. That would be fantastic. I absolutely love that. Maybe I should try and recreate it in Vermilion or something. Then try and print it off. But just the detail, this is, you know, is it so cool detail for something that's free. They've put a lot of effort in, and I wonder how long, you know, how far back all this dangerous health and safety. So you can even see the islands that you go to. They've not cut corners at all. I do wonder, you know, what they will do next year. I know we're only just getting over this year's. Oh, there you go. Somebody else in. hello. So, still people coming back and exploring, which is cool. They're obviously finding out. So in here, so in this game tree, there is allegedly shows that go on. Now I've only seen the TGS special program one. I have not seen the behind the scenes one. I've never been able to catch it because I think this is all Japanese time, because I've been here at 11 o'clock, 9 o'clock UK time, and it's never on. So I think this is Japanese time, which is 9 hours ahead of us. Oh, you want me to do like an unboxing? Yeah, I could. Yeah, I will. I'll be all over it, like a rash. It should be release day. That's when I'm hoping it's coming. So the 11th, I think, is release day, 11th of October. So it should be with me then. So yeah, you got 3 which are basically the same program. It's very cool. The best one was the Final Fantasy that I saw, and all the little characters, because it's a Final Fantasy rhythm game, or Final Fantasy styled rhythm game. They all, start appearing around you, dancing and fighting in time to the music. And then the remainder of the program was just versions of the videos that you see all around the screen. But it's great to see people still coming in. I love that. We go for a quick blast through. If there's anything you want me to stop and have a look at, then please shout out, and we can have a breeze through. Because I thought it was all shutting down, and here we are. It's going for another week, which is joyous. And it's brilliant that you can feel part of TGS, because we can't all get there. Flying to Japan is not cheap. Getting an invite is even more tricky. Yeah, so this for me, I think, is my favourite of the locations. I think because of the effort that these developers put in. This is brilliant. I mean, they've even down the back here. So you think, oh, I'll catch them out. No, they've even done the backs of the buildings as well. See, I don't think it's going to let me get down there. Oh, it is. No, it won't let me down there. But they've done the, the back of the buildings, which who's going to? Well, maybe somebody will find a way to get around it. It's very cool. Can you all still hear the music, or do you need me to turn it back up again now that the commentator has dissipated? And he's gone off for his fag break or whatever he does. I should turn it up a bit, because you get the music from the different games, which is cool as you walk through. It's almost like when you go to the museums and you have, like, you can, rent the headphones and go through and listen. It's so cool. I mean, they obviously think that people are going to be looking at absolutely everything. People like me, just completely exploring these locations. All the posters and everything. I like the way it's an English bar, egg and chips. They do egg and chips. First of all, I thought these posters were interactive because they're so obviously highlighted, but they're not. I think they're just made there to stand out for you to read. Little sponsorships. Can't get through them. Get out. See, like the chocobo. It's like I thought, oh, that's bounceable. So I was taking photographs, trying to grab it. It's just there for show. But you look around the back, there's all the detail around the back there, like little steps up against them. Wish you could pick the darts up, Pro. It would be a good social meeting point, that. And there's one night I came in because I've been doing quite regular sort of visits in here because I didn't sort of look at absolutely everything first time. I sort of walked through and you know, I didn't watch any of the videos or anything, so I was come in and I'd watch another video clip. I'd go and sit and watch the Monster Cat for 15 minutes or something. So each night I've been coming in and doing something different. So it's a little bit like he's definitely moving. That's not my imagination. His arms move, everything. His whole body. He's a big version of them. It's not a statue at all. I love all the particles and things they've got blowing through. Magic the Gathering. Never been interested. Apart from Top Trumps, I've never been interested in card games at all. Pokemon never grabbed me. So I could never really understand the, you know, Pokemon game. That never really. Oh, super. Space Harrier, not Super Space Harrier. That would be on the NES. PCI. Getty.
More fun.
I can see that being quite cool. 2D game. Let's watch a bit of. PlayStation or a Meta Quest.
I'm Iris,
Release
a
on that
researcher.
first.
I'm actually pretty new myself. This is my first time supporting a Vegas. Whoa! Did you take a good photo? Told you to buzz off!
Beaten by him,
Our
killed
very
by him
first
quite
quest.
early on.
Let's go!
It's quite a cool little anime game. Don't tell me. Stop working. Oh, did you? Oh, did you? I went in the 2000s. Yeah, I used to go to E3 in London. Yeah, I used to do those a long time ago. Yeah. Yeah.
Welcome. Wow. Welcome.
IGN would been brave. Yeah, IGN had been raving about Baldur's Gate. I haven't recently, no. I haven't been in for a little while now. Yeah, I sort of go in and I play a bit, and yeah, because it takes so long to do a round. Usually do a round, and then it's when do you get round to playing it again. We do Mystic Forest. Is that next? Mystic Forest next, I think.
This is our country.
This is our
Mystic
country.
Forest. Here is where we grow the animals and
Yes, a
vegetables
dragon's
that
dog
we
one.
love.
Looks quite cool, actually. Let's have a see if we can watch the video. Just want a monster in VR. Not much.
You do not remember? Then have you forgotten that you protected me from the dragon's flames?
You need only believe in your own destiny, Arisa.
Of course, that begs the question.
Especially,
Then where might
like the
our
last
true Arisa
area,
be?
you know, the
Transmitting
little
his life
villagey
is
one?
in your hands, Sir Arisa.
Praise be, for only the Sovereign's guidance can lead us true. Long live the Sovereign
The
of
latest area, you know, with the village parts. As soon as you go into that game, you're surrounded, and with it's got that mirror that keeps regenerating and spawning things on it. It's just, you know, it's just ridiculous. Ridiculously difficult. All the ones up until that point never had an issue, but that last update with that area and those enemies, it took it to another level, and I've not played in a group yet where we've got very far. That might say something about the way that I play the game, but they obviously struggled as well, so you know, we've all got different playing styles and play with different characters, but yeah, we struggled. So on those you can watch all the different story trailers for each of the new characters that they've got coming up.
I've crossed paths with many during my journey for true strength. I've also met my share of enemies, opponents I had to overcome. My journey knows no end. I will continue to do what I have always done.
When you said you were seeking strength, despite having no real need to do so, honestly, I thought you were a complete idiot.
Masters, he was set up.
I'm not nearly.
switch. This makes me think of that film that came out. It was something Desert City or something. I don't remember what it was called, but it's got a lot of famous actors in it. It was just set in this city in the desert. Asteroid City. Something like that. It's really lots of actors and actresses. And it was just really weird. It was just about a group of people that have this upgrade, get stuck in this one location. Apart from what I'm guessing, it's a bit like a flight path, cross between flight path and like a city sim. Where you've got to get things to go to certain stations without crashing. No. That's the same. It was like what was it? I can't remember what it was, but I read a saying the other day, and it was something like it's like to do with age, and it's like 30 was the new 20, then 40. Yeah, cheers, man. 40 was the new 30, and then 50 was the new 40. And they said it doesn't matter about the age. All I know is the older I get, 9 o'clock has become the new midnight. So it's like people just saying that obviously that no matter how young you think you feel, it's like you go to bed earlier and earlier. Whereas when you were younger, you used to fight to stay up as late as possible. But the older you get, the more you sort of, it's 10 o'clock, time to get my head down. But I have to say, I'm not an insomniac, but I do find it, if I go to bed before 10 o'clock, then I will just wake up ridiculously early, like 3 or 4 in the morning, and then struggle to get back to sleep, and then I'm just getting back to sleep, and then it's time to go off to work. So, yeah, I've always been like that. Yeah, I'm all right. So I've not really got. I have times where I keep going, weeks and weeks and weeks on end. You know, I'll do streams, and then I'll cook my dinner, and then I'll talk to the missus. You know, usual thing. And then next thing it's midnight, and yeah, you just go to bed midnight, 1 o'clock, and I'm up at sort of 6 in the morning. And and then I'll just crash out. So this is obviously that just reminds me of like Cox. That's like me, and I sort of get up and I sort of go to the loo. Sort of think about, should I get myself a drink? I'll get myself a drink, and then I think, well, that's just started the cycle off again. So I'll probably need the loo again shortly. And then I'll try and get back to sleep, try and keep off the phone, I don't check messages and things like that, because I know then that starts your mind going and it's difficult to sleep again. So I love this. There's a company where we're sort of working alongside, and they're building houses, and they're prefabricated, and they come in sections, and they reckon like in an hour they can almost erect the framework of a house now. They've got it down to a fine art. Yeah, I've got a very active mind, which is why I think I can't do horror, because if I play a horror game then I will have my mind is still going. Yeah, my mind is just like overly active, I think, and if I watch horror or I play a game horror, then for weeks on end my mind will take me off in places that are not nice in my sleep, fighting demons and God knows what else, and I get no real rest, and I sort of wake up absolutely exhausted. So I don't tend to play those games. It terrifies me, and it's the after effect it has on my mind. So that's why I never really venture. You won't really see me playing much of horror games, although I had a bit of fun in that Haunted High that came out on Meta Horizons. But I find that not too bad because it's cartoony.
This is our country.
But I sort of still half expected to have a dream about it. Yeah, I got stuck actually on the son's part. I couldn't work out how to get into his section. There was like a locked door where you go outside and not in the sort of camper van bit, but you go off to the left and you have to go off into his son's area, and I couldn't do it. I couldn't work out how, but yeah, I did try to do it all in my charity live stream, and I struggled. It absolutely terrified me, some of the like jump moments, and for days after that I was having nightmares. Wasn't nice. Restless. Reenacting certain things. Yeah, it's good. We're talking about we will try and do a live stream when there's 4 of us, because myself and Clickster went in and we actually went in to check out a few experiences, but I only sort of edited that video because I thought that was the one that really stuck out for me, and the battery died, so I never finished Citadel. Yeah, people are slagging it off, and I'm hoping, you know, that it's better than what people say. Because, yeah, they're not. They've said it's a little bit repetitive. So I'm hoping. Do classes. Playing the minigames is quite good. Yeah, got distracted there. So what were we talking about? Yeah, Ghostbusters. I'm really looking forward to it. I'm a big Ghostbuster fan, so whatever, because there was a little sort of 2 small experiences on the PlayStation on PSVR that came out quite early on, and that got me quite excited for Ghostbusters, but it was such a short experience, and it was more exploring like the you know, like the fire station. It was walking around those areas and not much in the way of catching ghosts. But I'm hoping that a 4-player game where you go around and have to explore, capture the ghosts is quite cool. But I think what people are saying is that can get tiring, a little tired and worn out very quickly. So yeah, I'm still hopeful, and even if it is half as good as I'm hoping it will be, then I'll be very happy. because yeah, I've been hyped for it for a long time, and I'm trying not to let people sort of knock it.
You know what?
Yeah, it had
This is our country.
two bits to it. Yeah, there was just the two versions. So the first one was like in the street, and you had the Stay Puft Marshmallow Man, I think, attacking you. And then the second one, was it the second one? I can't remember. But the first one you had, the first one, didn't you have, I might be getting that mixed up with something else. With Max and Sam, because they started in the street with a large octopus sort of attacking an octopus monster. And I think it was a similar sort of experience where you had lots of ghosts attacking you. Let's see, I don't think there'll be anything on. I think we've exhausted it now. I've been round twice. I can go and get some dinner. Yeah, so there's still nothing. Yeah, I wanted, that was brilliant to see that. But when you jumped in, didn't you want them to do like a cutscene where you just sat in the car and you know, you got to look around inside the car as it was being driven to the sea? That's what I wanted. And I'm sort of hoping that we get to experience that a little bit in Ghostbusters going, because part of the original game in Ghostbusters was you could fit things to your Ecto-1, and you had to guide it on the way to where the ghost was going to be captured outside of one of the buildings, and you could hoover up, so you had like a vacuum on the car and you were sucking up ghosts as you go. So I'm hoping, you know, something like that in first person, but I doubt, you know, I doubt that happened, because I'm not sure how they would incorporate the four of you, you know, in a group getting into the Ecto-1 and driving down that sort of scene. I can't see that they would do something like that, but it would be cool to be able to drive the Ecto-1 to the, you know, the location where you go and then capture the ghost. Anyway, I think I've rambled enough for tonight. I thought it'd be quite cool to come back in. There might be some people that still haven't been in. It's great to hear that it's been extended. Yes. Yeah, it's great that this has been extended, so we've got another week of it now, so till the 8th of October, which is fantastic, which means I will be coming in again. I'm wandering around and just spending a bit more time in it, because I just love coming in here and sort of looking at the detail of the characters and the environment that they've created, and hopefully it helps their numbers as well. Oh, does it say on here?
This is the symbol of our country, the green tree.
Yeah. Well, they've done it, or they're doing it. It's coming. We haven't got long to wait now, so that'll be brilliant. Oh, we're going around and sucking them all up with the little puzzles as well to open the different areas you need to get into. So I don't know whether there's any puzzles to play to get to certain areas, or whether you just have your you know, your scanner and you go around and just track where the ghosts are and try and tempt them out, or whether you just have to basically track them and trap them. Not sure how it's going to work, but I'm quite excited for it to come and see and play it, and yeah, I hope that I get a group of people together to play it. Anyway, I'm going to call that it for tonight. This is TGS VR 2023. I thought it was farewell tonight. I thought it was Farewell last night. It's now Farewell on the 8th. So if you haven't, do go in and explore, because I think it's a lovely, lovely experience that they've put together. Great, it's free. I haven't got the link in this video, but I will add it in there. Yeah, I will put a link in the video once this goes live. No, thank you. Good to see you, or well, good to hear you. Obviously, I can't see you, but good to hear you all. And I will catch you all again soon with another live stream. Take care. Stay safe as always. Bye bye.